So, welcome to Hot Topic, guys. So, today we will be going over Ivana Alawi. She is Philippines' hot topic after Mayor Albee Benitez wife, Nikki Lopez, filed this VAWC, which is, I believe, it's violation against women and children in the Philippines. And it stated on that Mayor Albee Benitez is having an illicit affair with this young actress, Ivana Alawi. So I haven't really been following Ivana Alawi. Of course, I know who she is as far as looking into her YouTube. I haven't watched any Filipino movies for a very, very long time. Although I have a husband who you consider Marites. He's the one that would tell me at night, he would go, "Hey, do you know what's going on with Julia and Gerald?" Excuse you. And he would say, "Hey, do you know that Ivana Alawi is apparently a mistress of this mayor, Albee Benitez?" I do not even know who Albee Benitez is until I started looking into it. It's fascinating, right? What we can see or what's behind closed doors with these actors, actresses, or these famous people, politicians. It's not only here in the United States, but also in the Philippines. So let's start with Ivana Alawi first. Just kind of review on who she is, how old she is, where she grew up, what did she do prior, how much is her net worth, because it's not like she is a upcoming rising star that she will need financial support. It looks like she can take care of herself. And so we'll look into that, and we'll look at Albee Benitez as well. I find this guy, I really don't know him. And it looks like he was born in California and then moved back to the Philippines, I think, and became a politician, although he is also a businessman. So let's start with Ivana. And Ivana, I think she is 28 years old or closer to 30, although she doesn't look close to 30. I kid you not, she is a beautiful lady. So here she is. This is her IMBD page. There's not a lot about her. It looks like she's got some movies here. Partners in Crime, Sit, is it? A Family Affair, and Triple Trouble, Huli Ka Balbon. So she's got some upcoming projects here, Batang Quiapo. Oh, well, this was in 2023. Okay, so this is probably done already because it looks like it had 17 episodes and that was back in 2024. So she had a lot of projects, and it looks like she also worked with Vice Ganda in here. So let's look at her personal details. She has a Facebook. I haven't seen her Facebook yet, but I've seen her Instagram, and I think I follow her in YouTube. In fact, it looks like she started in the showbiz back in 2015 is what I read. She was a contestant on the Starstruck, which is a GMA 7 talent show. And then after that, she transitioned to acting and appearing in some TV dramas. So in 2015, I was busy raising my kids. I haven't really heard of her in 2015, but I would say before COVID, that was when she launched her YouTube. To think that it was back 2018, 2019. I know it's before COVID. And that's actually the first time that I've seen of her. She started showing up on my feeds where she shares her lifestyle content, right? Like family events, family affairs. And yes, she also did some pranks. I think that's how I started watching her. So anyways, so she's got Facebook, she's got Instagram. And her real name is Marital Alawi. She is a petite girl, a very tiny girl. She's only 5'1", not even 5'2". So she is kind of on the shorter side, right? Although I would say Filipinas would typically, that's a typical Filipina height. I myself, I'm 5'3", 5'3 and a half. So her parents are Fatima Marbella and Samir Al-Alawi. So I think Samir Al-Alawi is Moroccan. I believe, did she? I thought for some reason that she had a property, or that she inherited a property in Dubai or somewhere in that area there. There was a YouTube video that I watched that she went abroad and went to see this house that her dad that she inherited from her dad. And on that video, she mentioned that she remembered running around the house when she was a young girl. So she was born in the Philippines, right? And then did she grow up somewhere else? So that I really, like I said, I'm not the expert on Ivana Alawi. I know some of her videos. I watched some of her videos. I haven't watched any of her movies. And of course, because she is today's hot topic, we are diving into her personal details. And you guys probably know more. So let me know on the comment section. And she's got some siblings. So she's got Amira Alawi, Hashim Alawi, and Mona Louise Ray. And I think Mona Alawi is also an actress. Okay, and she's got 2 nominations. Okay, perfect. So let's look at her Instagram. So this is her Instagram here, and she said that she is an actress and also a vlogger. So this one was posted, and this is her most recent one. This was posted, 4 weeks ago? This one was posted, is it also 4 weeks ago? So there is, again, this thing going on between Mayor Albee Benitez and also his wife, alleging that Ivana Alawi had an affair, or currently has an affair going on with Mayor Benitez. So you would think that she would have posted something here that would address that situation, but I don't see anything. Life in Tokyo. So apparently she was in Tokyo at one point in time, and then this was 6 weeks ago. So nothing very recent. Although let me click here and see if there's something on the profile photo to see if she addressed what's going on with these allegations. Is it my internet? Not sure if my internet is having a problem there, but let me click on it again. Okay, so nothing in there. Okay, so we'll keep that one just for reference. We'll go to Mona Alawi. This is her younger sister. She just looks just like her big sister, right? She's got her own, of course, uniqueness on her. But I saw this other picture here with Ivana, and you just can tell that they are sisters. So Ivana was born, did we say 1996? She was born December 25, 1996. She was born Christmas Day. And the sister, I think, was born in 2004. Okay, so really beautiful genes in there, I have to say. Okay, so we're not even gonna look into Mona's. I just wanted to show you how she looks like. You probably know it better. This is my first time to actually see her face. Okay, and first time to know her as well. Mona Alawi. Okay, so I'll go ahead and close that. And this is her YouTube channel. Her YouTube channel, she's got 19.2 million subscribers. She only has 237 videos. Can you believe that? Only 237 videos and 19.2 million subscribers. And the reason why we're going through this is because we want to see what would be her reason to have an affair with Albee Benitez. And this is Albee Benitez. Albee Benitez apparently is a 58-year-old politician, businessman in the Philippines. So he was born in Palo Alto in California and then went back home to the Philippines. He served as the mayor of Bacolod City, and then apparently he was also a representative of the Negros Occidental 3rd District from 2010 to 2019. And then now he was elected as a mayor in Bacolod City. So this guy here, again, he is 58 years old. He's got 2 children, and the other child, Javi, or is it Javi? Oh, okay. The name of the child, one of the children is Javier Miguel. So it's Javier Miguel Benitez. And he is also a city mayor, Victoria City. I'm not sure where that is, but he is a mayor of this Victoria's city. And I'm not sure about the other child, but he's married with 2 children. And the 2 children are adults. And on the annulment, so he filed annulment back in 2024 from the wife. And of course, 2025, the current wife, Nikki Lopez, filed a complaint against him under the Anti-Violence Against Women and Children. That's what they call the VAWC in the Philippines. VAWC is VAWCI, or C, I'm so sorry, no I. And she alleged on that complaint that she suffered psychological and economic abuse related to his extramarital affairs. So he had extramarital affairs, not just an affair, but affairs. And in response, he did admit to fathering 2 illegitimate children. And I've been looking to see if we can find who this other lady was or is, and I couldn't find any information about the children and about that other person. Although on the wife's complaint, you can see that Ivana Alawi was mentioned in there. You can see it's clear, it's black and white, Ivana Alawi. So let's see how he looks like. How do you see how he looks like? A bigger picture. Okay, let's look at this. This is how he looks like. Okay, he does not look 58, I have to say. I thought he is probably 40s, late 40s, but definitely not 58. But if you have lots of money, of course, that's what lots of money can do to you. Now, let me know in the comment section, do you think he is good looking? Because me, I don't think he's good looking. And if it's true that Ivana Alawi is having an affair with Albee Benitez, I'll be like, with all the money that you got, girl, and all the fame and looks that you have, why do you have to have an affair with this guy? It's not like she needs more money because she's got her own money. It's not like she needs fame. It's not like she needs support, financial support, because she can definitely take care of herself. So anyways, this is how he looks like, and let me know, guys, because for me, if you ask me, he's not good looking. Okay, you've got to be desperate to have an affair with this guy. Okay, so Ivana Alawi can have the most good-looking person or good-looking guy standing right next to her and not married with no children. Okay, so I'll close that one. That's how he looks like, by the way, guys. Let's see. That's how he looks like. So let's go look at other ones that I have in here. And so we look at her YouTube channel. We look at how many subscribers she had. The last time she posted was 4 days ago. And it looks like they are having some king crab. And then she also posted 2 weeks ago with Kylene Alcantara. And also she posted 3 weeks ago after that. So she's been posting 1 video a week. And those videos are generating a lot of views. Like 4 days ago, she's got 3.8 million. 2 weeks ago, 5.1 million, 4.7 million. A month ago, she had 5.6 million views. And this is just YouTube. So we are not even looking at, TikTok or Facebook, how much she's making on those ones. But let's look at Social Blade. Kind of get us an estimate on how much she's making from YouTube. It's not accurate. It's because my son, who is 13 years old, has 2 monetized channels in YouTube. He has about 400,000 on one of his channels. And on the other channel that just got monetized just recently, a couple of months ago, he has 45,000 subscribers. So on the close to 400,000 subscribers that he has, Social Blade said that they estimated that he makes this weekly amount of money. For example, here is Ivana Alawi's Social Blade. And if you scroll down in here, it says Monday, her estimated income is $682, and ranging from $682 to $11,000. Tuesday, $397 to $6,400 US dollars. And then on Wednesday, estimated $240 to 3.8 or 3.8 $3,800. And for Thursday, $150 to $2,400. So it's a range, right? But like I said, my son has been monetized. He's got his own savings, he's got his own money, and no way close to that. And it could be because he's a 13-year-old. He does a lot of gaming, so I'm not sure about Ivana's pay-per-click and AdSense, but this is again based on experience. So if, let's say, even if we stay conservatively and say, okay, let's go and take the lowest amount of the range, $682 is a lot of money for one day. Did she get all $682 to $11,000? That we don't know. Only, of course, she knows. But even with that, we know that she's bringing in lots and lots and lots of money from YouTube. And just like we said, we don't know how much she's making on TikTok. On TikTok, this is my first time to actually click on TikTok here. And it just kind of say, oh, well, let's see, Ivana Alawi, and see on TikTok if she's making a lot of money on TikTok. So here on TikTok, it only gives you the days and how many followers, how many likes, but it doesn't give you an estimated amount. So that's TikTok. I don't know what Twitch is. Let's look at Facebook. And again, Ivana Alawi. And so Ivana Alawi, again, it doesn't say an estimated amount. So, but on YouTube, we kind of know what was her estimated amount of income. So anyways, and the reason why are looking at that one is because we're trying to figure out is she desperate to have an affair with someone? So Albee Benitez rules inclusion of third party in wife's complaint, and this is from peep.ph, written by Christine Joy Bailon. So this is in Tagalog. So tinawag na baseless and retaliatory ni newly elected Bacolod City Congressman. Oh, is he a congressman and not a mayor? Okay. Forgive me if I said he's a mayor. So it looks like he is a congressman at Bright Light Productions owner Alberto Albee Benitez. Ang relasyon ng estranged wife nitong si Dominique Nikki Benitez. So tanghali ng Huwebes, May 25, 2025, kumalat sa social media ang kopya, so it's a copy, of the sworn complaint affidavit by Nikki na nag-aakusa kay Albee ng infidelity or pakikiapid sa dalawang babaeng kanya rin daw na anakan. So dalawang babaeng kanya din daw na anakan. So I don't think that is correct, right? Because I know he fathered two illegitimate children, but I'm not sure. So does that mean to say that dalawang babae, so he had an affair with two more? The third one is probably Ivana Alawi. I think that's how I understand it, right? So it looks like he had two affairs, and then it says here, nabanggit dito ang pangalan ng kapamilya actress vlogger na si Ivana Alawi na ayon sa complaint ay kasalukuyang karelasyon ni Albee. Okay. So dahil sa pagkikipagrelasyon ni Albee sa ibang mga babae, nadurog daw ng husto si Nikki at tuloy dumanas ng mental or emotional anguish. Ito raw ang nag-udyok sa kaniyang sampahan ng reklamong paglabag sa Republic Act 9262 o Violence Against Women and Children, VAWC ang asawa. Okay, and it says in here, and I wish that they would have just written it in English, only because the title and the subtitles are in English. So it says here, Albee Benitez denies Nikki Benitez's accusations. So mariing pinabulaanan ni Albee ang mga akusasyon ni Nikki sa pamamagitan ng legal counsel nitong si Attorney Peter Sanchez. Naniniwala si Albee na ang pinag-ugatan ng reklamo ni Nikki ay ang pagulong ng annulment case na isinampa ng dating alkalde noong 2024 para mapawalang bisa ang kanilang kasal. So again, in 2024, he filed an annulment. Okay, iginiit ni Albee na matagal na silang may hindi pagkakaunawaan ni Nikki, particular na sa mga ari-arian, mga bahay, lupa, sasakyan, condominium units, na si Albee raw ang bumili ngunit ipinangalan sa kanyang misis. Mababasa sa pahayag ng kampo ni Albee, Mayor Alfredo Abelardo Albee Benitez firmly denies the baseless and retaliatory allegations made against him by his estranged spouse under Republic Act No. 9262, or again, the anti-VAWC, for alleged economic and psychological abuse. This case was filed shortly after Mayor Benitez initiated annulment proceedings in 2024, raising doubts about the complainant's motives. The VAWC complaints hinges on allegations dating back as far as 21 years ago. So every property acquired during the marriage, including the multi-million peso residences in Forbes Park and Dasmariñas Village, was fully paid for by Mayor Benitez using his own resources, but titled in the name of the complainant, Dominique Lopez-Benitez. This also includes high-value assets such as condominium units, luxury vehicles, and a substantial amount of publicly listed shares, all of which were funded by Mayor Benitez but registered under her name. Ayon pa sa statement ng kanyang abogado, despite a judicial dissolution of their property regime in 2004, Mayor Benitez continued to provide not just ordinary support, but a high standard of living, shouldering personal, household, and even extended family expenses for more than 2 decades. This included complainants' travel, business ventures, staff, and credit card charges, even long after their separation. On inclusion of Ivana Alawi's name, hindi rin daw maintindihan ng kampo ni Albee kung bakit may mga pangalang nadadawit sa personal na issue nila ni Nikki. Hindi nagbanggit ng pangalan ng abogado ni Albee, ngunit nakasaad sa complaint affidavit ni Nikki ang tungkol sa implied admission of his current illicit relationship with Ivana Alawi. Tingin daw ni Albee ay taktikal lamang ito upang ilihis ang katotohanan at idiin siya sa hindi naman niya ginawa. Saad ng abogado ni Albee, it is equally unsettling that a third party has been unnecessarily dragged into this private matter. The mention of individuals unrelated to the merits of the case only serves to divert attention and inflame public sentiment in the complainant's favor. Section 44 of the Republic Act 9262 explicitly mandates the confidentiality of all proceedings and parties involved. The unwarranted disclosure of identities and unverified claims constitutes a clear violation of this provision. Sa huli, sinabi ng kampo ni Albee na handang makipagtulungan ang kongresista para mailabas ang katotohanan at malinis ang pangalan nito sa mga akusasyon ng asawa. And then it says, nakiusap din ang kampo ni Albee sa publiko at sa media na hayaang gumulong ang hustisya at iwasang isensationalized ang kasong ito. Nakasaad sa statement ni Attorney Peter Sanchez, Mayor Benitez remains fully cooperative with all legal processes and is confident that the evidence, financial records, property documents, and testimonies will disprove this false allegation or false and vindictive claims. We respect and ask the public and the media to allow the legal system to take its course and to refrain from unethical practice of sensationalizing this case. So this is the statement of the lawyer, so we're not even going to go through it. But I want to go over a snapshot from the VAWC, from the anti-VAWC complaint. So this is the complaint affidavit from Nikki Lopez. And on 24.4.6, it says in here, while I heard rumors of respondents' infidelity early on, I had no proof of such facts. It was only when I received a petition for declaration of nullity of marriage, that's the annulment, filed by respondent, and after reading the admission of the respondent of having fathered 2 illegitimate children. So hindi naman niya sinabi dito, right, na 2 illegitimate children and 2 women. Kasi yun ang nakalagay sa PEEP, right? But it says in here that he did say that he fathered 2 legitimate children and his implied admission of his current illicit affairs with Ivana Alawi. So did he say that on the annulment? That I was able to confirm his marital infidelity. I felt utterly betrayed by the respondent and was devastated beyond compare after finally discovering and confirming the truth in respondent's lies. So going back again to what it says here, they don't understand how Ivana Alawi's name was dragged into this issue because the mention of individuals unrelated to the merits of this case only serves to divert attention and inflame public sentiment into the complainant's favor. So does it say? Where does it say in here about Ivana Alawi? Ito, this is where it says, hindi rin daw maintindihan ng kampo ni Albee kung bakit may mga pangalang nadadawit sa personal issue nila ni Nikki. Okay, so that's kind of vague. How would the wife add in here? It says, after reading the admission of the respondent of having fathered 2 children, 2 illegitimate children. So did he have that one written down on the annulment? It looks like she read it somewhere, right? And his implied admission to his current illicit affairs with Ivana Alawi, of all people, she mentioned Ivana Alawi. And here, it says, hindi rin daw maintindihan ng kampo ni Albee kung bakit may mga pangalang nadadawit sa personal na issue nila ni Nikki. Hindi nagbanggit ng pangalan ang abogado ni Albee, ngunit nakasaad sa complaint affidavit ni Nikki ang tungkol sa implied admission of his current illicit affairs with Ivana Alawi. So, we don't know who's telling the truth unless we see what is on that annulment. We can kind of compare notes and see really if he did say that he fathered 2 children and also is having an illicit affair with Ivana Alawi. So anyways, but that's what it says on the complaint, right? And I was really a little bit disappointed on Ivana Alawi. She knows this is a hot topic, right? And she did not even go to, at least on Instagram, and say she is not having an affair with Mayor Benitez, or is it the congressman? She should have at least addressed that situation here somewhere. But going back, why are they linked together? Let's look. There is one that I saw, right, somewhere in here, that apparently they were in an airport and they were spotted together in Japan. So let's look at this one. This was posted by PH Showbiz Update, and this was sometime, this was actually a year ago. So it's been going on for some time, it seems. So let's look at this one. I'll mute it just to avoid copyright. So this is apparently Mayor Albee Benitez, and that is Ivana Alawi. So here is the actual video. So that guy passed her by, right? So she's looking around, and here comes Mayor Albee Benitez, and he stopped there and started talking to her. So that guy passed her by, right? So she's looking around, And here comes Mayor Albee Benitez, and he stopped. And this is what she posted back in 2020, back from when that video surfaced, right? She posted this: a clear conscience laughs at a false accusation. Well, can you do something right now too? Like post something right now to say that this is just a gossip? So there they are. And clearly they're talking to each other. And even with a mask, you would say that, Ivana Alawi knows this person. He is wearing a mask. If I'm Ivana Alawi and I don't know this person, I would not even talk to him. Right? But clearly they were talking to each other. Okay. And this one is from, is it politico.com.ph? And there is actually a timeline of the Albee Benitez, Nikki Lopez, Ivana Alawi controversy. So let's look at this. We're not going to read the introduction there. January 2024, Ivana actually reveals on TV Patrol that she is in a relationship with a non-showbiz person. As we go through it, it also says that that non-showbiz person is also a businessman. Okay. So February 2, 2024, in an interview, Albee reveals that he and Nikki have been estranged for years and that they have not been a couple for several years already. In fact, we have gotten a dissolution in court several years back. See, back even way before 2024. And their son, Mayor Albee Benitez, expresses support for his mother via Facebook. Okay. And he said, "We are shocked as everyone because this wasn't spoken about in private. But mom, I want you to know that I thank you and love you for all that you have done for our family. We know how much you have sacrificed for me and Bettina." I guess that's the other daughter, or that's Javi's sister. "And I am eternally grateful." So February 4, Nikki refutes Albee's claims, and she said, "I wish to clarify that there have been no discussion between my husband and I regarding separation or annulment." That is really sad if that's true, right? And then February 9, just a few days later, Albee, and amid the reported sightings of her with Albee, okay, so that was in Japan, right? Ivana posted that cryptic Instagram story. That's the one that we saw. "A clear conscience laughs at false accusation." Again, why can't you just come clear and say, if it's true that you're not having an affair, just say, "I am not having an affair with Mayor Albee Benitez," period. You don't have to be cryptic about it. Right? So February 10, the next day, Ivana publicly denies their relationship. Okay, so good, that's good. Any romantic relationship with Albee, clarifying that she only met him during work in Bacolod. Okay, so this is not addressing the one that happened in the airport. So she claims she is currently seeing a respectable businessman, but not a politician. Okay, so let's go to the next day, February 11. So Albee issues a statement denying the rumors linking him to Ivana, explaining that their encounter at the airport only happened by chance during his business trip to Japan. He apologizes to Ivana and her family for being unfairly dragged into this issue. In the same month, Albee left his conjugal home. So, he left the home with Nikki at the Forbes Park in Makati. Nikki claims her husband delegated the retrieval of his personal belongings to a third party and has not returned to their residence then. So that was February of last year. And then August, months and months after, Ivana told PH that she was not in a relationship, stressing her independence. And then she said, which is true, right? "I can buy myself the diamonds that I want. I can buy myself whatever I want. And that's why I work so hard." Around this time, Albee files for annulment. Okay. November 22, a couple of months after, Ivana gives a tour of her new home in a vlog, showcasing the luxury furniture she bought, including a 600,000 peso mama chair made by an Italian designer, as well as custom-built appliances. And on December 2024, Nikki claims Albee stopped providing her a monthly allowance of 200,000 peso close to Christmas, and then she was hospitalized for stress-related diverticulitis. Okay, January 1, 2025, Christopher Min speculates that Albee may be linked to Ivana's reported 400 million mansion in Ayala, Alabang. And she said, bakit kaya pumapasok sa eksena nitong 400 million worth na mansion na ito sa Ayala, Alabang ang pangalan ni Mayor Albee Benitez, she asked. So, and then in March 2025, Javi posted a Women's Day message emphasizing respect for women. And of course, he said, Happy International Women's Day to all strong, empowered women, except sa mga mahilig manira ng pamilya. Oh my goodness. Hindi yan empowerment, he wrote in an Instagram story. Respect real queens. And these are public servants. So if you have something going on in your private life, just leave it private. I know your dad's the first one who mentioned it to the media in February 2024, but you are also a public figure. You are a mayor. I'm not sure if he was already a mayor at that time when he posted this, but those are things that I would not probably post on social media. So in a press conference covered by Abante, Ivana shrugged off the allegations she destroyed a family. And then she said, wala akong sinirang pamilya. She said, ako masaya ako sa buhay ko. Bahala kayo. Why can't you just say, Ivana, just say, I am not in a relationship with Albee Benitez. If it's true that you're not in a relationship, I would probably just address it straight head on, right? I would say, I'm not in a relationship with him, period. So you don't have to go around the bush. Just address it. April 11, 2025, Nikki files a complaint for violation of anti-violence, again, that's the VAWC, naming Ivana Benitez Benitez's alleged mistress. The complaint also details Albee's supposed past affairs with, Daisy Reyes and Andrea Del Rosario. Daisy Reyes. Wasn't she an actress too, Daisy Reyes? I want to see who Daisy Reyes is. Daisy Reyes. Let's look at Daisy Reyes. She was an actress too, right? I cannot remember where she was. Wasn't she in Itbulaga as well at some point in time? Or she was a beauty queen, right? Daisy Reyes, that's her. I cannot remember if she was in a TV show. So apparently, he had an affair with Daisy Reyes and Andrea Del Rosario. Let's look at Andrea Del Rosario. So she just named them on the VAWC. So Andrea Del Rosario. So let's look at Andrea Del Rosario. Hey, what happened to it? No? What's going on? Technical difficulties, but I want to see what Andrea Del Rosario looks like. Del Rosario. Okay, that's fine. So with Andrea Del Rosario. And then on May 29, the copy of the VAWC began circulating online. And so Peter Sanchez, who is Albee's lawyer, questioned the timing of the case and expressed confidence in Mayor's innocence. He also claimed that the assets acquired during the couple's marriage, including homes and all that, were fully paid by Albee, even though they were titled under the wife, Nikki. And then on May 31st, just a few days ago, Javi calls for understanding and reconciliation between his parents in a Facebook And he said, ang hiling ko lang, sana magkaintindihan pa rin ang mga magulang ko bilang magulang namin ni Bettina at kung maaari pa bilang mag-asawa rin. Okay. So, going back again to what Ivana Alawi said, where was it? That she can take care of herself. So she said, I can buy myself the diamonds that I want. I can buy myself whatever that I want. And that's the reason why I work so hard. So that's the reason why we started with looking at her YouTube. How much is she possibly making in YouTube? How much is she possibly making in business, right? And for Ivana Alawi, I was researching about her net worth, and it seems like her net worth ranges from $8 million to $19.7 million. It was reported by Celebrity Net Worth. And this accounts for her earnings as an actress, as a model, as a YouTuber. And she also has a skincare brand, Ivana Skin. So she also has that skin brand, although I don't see it anywhere here being advertised, but apparently she has a skin brand. So again, it's 8 million to 19.7 million. That's a lot of money still in the Philippines, right? So in comparison to Albee Benitez, I didn't know he's actually among the wealthiest public officials in the Philippines. So in 2018, he declared a net worth of 1.23 billion peso. And then this was in 2018. It made him the second richest member of the House of Representatives in 2018. As of right now, June 2025, of course, he's got stake in several business ventures that he has. DigiPlus Interactive Corporation, and that was formerly known as Leisure and Resorts World Corp, and that is valued at 17.6 billion peso. And in just recently in 2025, he sold some of his shares, and that was worth 332 million peso. Albee Benitez net worth is estimated to be 17.6 billion peso. And in dollars, that is around 310 million US dollars net worth. And just to make a comparison, as of June 2025, Justin Bieber's estimated net worth is between $200 million to $300 million. And right now, Albee Benitez net worth is 310 million US dollars. So, yes, Ivana Alawi's got money, but Albee Benitez has got a lot of money. I would suggest Ivana Alawi would just go in there and address it heads on. Say you're not having an affair, if it's true that you're not having an affair. At least that's for me. And I do not believe in airing your dirty laundry, but you are being dragged into this, and you're single, and you're young, and you have your own financial capabilities. Might as well just go ahead and address it. Or maybe release a very short video and just say, I don't have nothing to do with this. Rather than putting in or posting some cryptic messages here and there. What do you guys think? So that is the hot topic for today. Thank you so much for coming over to One Hot Topic, and make sure to like and subscribe and also share the video. Thank you.